Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. And the shot that clears will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Marshall's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Trying to get to him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. He makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32 to the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy game, and I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Running with power. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they're going to throw it. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The shot that clears, trying to cash it in on, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, shot to clear. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Wood. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up every yardage you can and help out the offense. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the shot to clears have moved it inside the 20. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Marshall quick to the line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Marshall will be forced to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's Woods. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the... He's looking deep. He's got it. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him. Makes the catch, makes the big play.
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On second down, looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off.
Marshall, 0.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Power football with the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Going to the running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Marshall quick to the line.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beaten across the board.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Tempo and overdrive. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Sims. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, shot to clear. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was
looking deep down the right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Stands in and takes the hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. To the air, it's Wilkins. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're getting this guy lathered up.
The running back carries the ball. Picks up 1. Brings up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the shot to clears look to keep this drive humming. Direct snap. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And that pass is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, 1st down. Quick handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The shot that clears will try to put one on the board on Touchdown, Coastal! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
Dang, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And the Chanticleers have this offense rolling. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. Afterburner's coming. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Good, solid tackle.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Slams ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this.
And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the